Hello, dear students. Welcome back to another video lecture session. Today, we are here to discuss about one of the important topic in plant ecology, that is nitrogen cycle and its steps and the role of nitrogen in the living plants. One of the branch in the biology which deals about the relationship between the organisms and its environment. Actually, ecology is a simple definition of the ecology for the complex branch of biology. The environment word, which is also based on ecology only. In the broader term, anything which affects the living organism in the life cycle or in the lifetime period of. So during the normal growth and development process, different biotic and abiotic agents are essential to follow to sequential development and other metabolisms completed during the period. So how different type of living organisms interact to cycling of material is to look at a specific atom, how it will be follows and progress through an ecosystem. For example, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus. These are all different type of atoms present in living things. How they are recycled after the death of a particular organism. So today we discuss about how the nitrogen element moves from one region to another region. That means from abiotic region to biotic region. How it will be processed, how it will be moved from abiotic region to biotic region in a ecosystem. So that is nothing but nitrogen cycle. So it is one kind of biogeochemical cycle. It is one kind of biogeochemical cycle. And these biogeochemical cycles are two types normally. One is sedimentary cycles, another one is gaseous cycle. So under gaseous cycle, nitrogen cycle is very important biogeochemical cycle. How the nitrogen replaced from abiotic to biotic region. That means from the atmospheric to living organisms, and again from the living organisms, and it reached to the same destiny. So first of all, we go through the what is the importance of nitrogen. Nitrogen is an essential element for the growth and development of plant. Not only that, nitrogen is a key element in the producing or in the synthesis of different type of organic compounds like DNA, RNA, and proteins. So proteins are made up of with amino acids. So amino acids are generally called as building blocks of the proteins. And all organisms are required particular amount of nitrogen to live and as well as growth and development. The majority reservoir of the nitrogen is atmosphere, because in the atmosphere nitrogen percentage is nearly 78%. Is the highest percentage when compared to other gases. So this nitrogen is very essential for the growth and development of the plant. How these nitrogen assimilated and how it will be acquired by the plants. So normally the nitrogen, huge amount of nitrogen is available in the environment or the atmosphere. But Majority of the plants, they are unable to consume the nitrogen because most of the nitrogen unavailable form for use of organisms due to the nitrogen molecule made up of with two nitrogen atoms. In between two nitrogen atoms, two pi bonds and the one sigma bond is there. These are strong triple bond between the two nitrogen atoms. So these high energy bonds relatively inert like a noble gas. So that's why most of the plants required chemically available nitrogen form, not inert form. So in the atmosphere, nitrogen is a molecular form and a gaseous form. It is inert. It unable to take the by the plants. So that's why in order to plants and animals to be able use of nitrogen, the nitrogen gas must first be converted to more a chemically available form such as ammonia and nitrate. That's why most of the plants are absorb the nitrogen from the soil in two or three forms like ammonia, nitrate, nitrite. So these are the three different forms of nitrogen absorbed by the plant root system through the soil. Uh, but in the huge amount of nitrogen is available in the atmosphere, but there is no scope to direct usage of the nitrogen by the plants because the high energy bonds and moreover lack of sufficient and specific enzyme in the cells. So that's why this atmospheric gaseous nitrogen taken by only a group of green plants that have the capability to convert the molecular diatomic nitrogen into ammonia. That is nothing but is called as prokaryotes such as cyanobacteria and bacteria. So, but it is possible through nitrogen cycle. How can we use nitrogen? Most of the plants are use the nitrogen by through nitrogen cycle only by the aid of nitrogen cycle. So normally the nitrogen is moved to soil from the atmosphere by three type of processes. So from is the physical process, another one is the industrial process, third one is the biological process. So physical process means without involvement of the any biotic factors or biotic agents. During the lightning time or thunders, then nitrogen combines with oxygen and it form different type of nitrogen oxides. These nitrogen oxides are dissolved in rainwater and they reach to the earth or the soil in nitrous acid or nitric acid. So this is rarely 1 to 3 percentage of nitrogen fixed in the form of in the means of physical process. Industrial process means it's a very expensive and laborious and a man-made process. Third one is 90% of the nitrogen fixed in the soil by the help of prokaryotes, that is the bacteria and as well as cyanobacteria. So that is these bacteria or cyanobacteria members operate nitrogen cycle and the nitrogen moves from one region to other. That means from abiotic to biotic. Again, the biotic agents diffuse or distribute the nitrogen in different amounts to different living organisms. So after death and decaying of these organisms, again the nitrogen coming back to the atmosphere. So these nitrogen cycle uh, consisting 5 steps in the entire process. So first process is the nitrogen fixation. Second process is the nitrogen assimilation. Nitrogen assimilation. Third one is the ammonification. Fourth one is the nitrification. And the fifth one is the denitrification. So these are the 5 important steps present in the nitrogen cycle. We can discuss one after another. So previously I have discussed 3 ways to fix the nitrogen. That is, main process is a biological process. So the biological fixation, there is a special bacteria convert the nitrogen gas into ammonia, which is only some plants can use, peas and beans like that. Lightning strikes convert the nitrogen into nitrous acid or nitric oxide. The industrial production is nothing but chemical manipulation turn the nitrogen into ammonia. Example, Haber process. In the Haber process, we can produce ammonia, which is used as a artificial fertilizers in the crop plants. So first, nitrogen fixation. In this process, in which the nitrogen compound in the atmosphere breaks and combines with other compounds, combines with other elements. The nitrogen is fixed when it combines with hydrogen or oxygen. For example, this nitrogen atom combines with hydrogen atoms, it makes ammonia. In the same way, the nitrogen atom combines with oxygen, it gives nitrous oxide. So this, and the nitrogen is fixed in 2 forms, whether it's ammonia, sometimes nitrous oxide. But in most of the cases, nitrogen is fixed in the form of ammonia only. The nitrogen is reduced into ammonia by the help of prokaryotes. So, for example, you know very well the Nostoc, Anabina, Cylindrospermum, Glyocapsa, Alocera. These are the good examples. These are the cyanobacteria members. They are freely or symbiotically fix the nitrogen in the soil. Some of the bacteria are whether it is anaerobic or aerobic or symbiotic. So, for example, is Clostridium, Azospirillum. Another one is Rhizobium. So, Klebsiella, so Frankia. These are all different type of bacteria which are able to fix the nitrogen in the form of ammonia with the help of one enzyme available in their cells that is known as dinitrogenase. So nitrogen assimilation means after fix the nitrogen in the soil, either in ammonia form or NO2 or NO3. These are the 3 kinds of forms nitrogen available in the soil. These ions, these ions are absorbed by the root system of the plants. That nitrogen enter into the plant body and combines with other heterogeneous elements like phosphorus, sulfur, carbon, nitrogen, and other atoms. So it synthesizes various organic molecules like nucleic acids or nucleosides, proteins, vitamins, enzymes. So these are all different type of organic molecules are synthesized. That the atmospheric nitrogen fix in the soil, and that will be the amount of nitrogen enter into the plant body, and it will be strongly binded with other atoms and kept in different forms in a living system. The organic nitrogen is transferred to animal body when plants are eaten by the animals. So if a plant synthesizes various molecules, that plant eaten by the animal, the nitrogen amount will be transferred to the animals. So in this way, the atmospheric nitrogen first in the environment, in the atmosphere, it will be moved to soil, soil to plant, plant to animal. So that is called nitrogen assimilation. Assimilation means the acquisition of the nitrogen to inside the living system. After third step, ammonification. Ammonification is nothing but after death and decaying of the organisms or living things, whatever the nitrogen bind with other atoms which are form a molecule. So that molecules are degraded and release ammonia as a compound. So it is also called as nitrogen mineralization. This process done after decay of dead things or manure. So this process done by different type of microorganisms which are act as decomposers in the ecosystem. That is bacteria or fungi, yeast and other microorganisms also. During this process, a significant amount of the nitrogen contained within the dead organism is converted into ammonium salts or ammonia. So whatever the nitrogen amount present in the animal body or the plant body, that amount should be converted to ammonium. That is known as ammonification. So most of the bacillus species perform this activity that is called as ammonification. Next, fourth step is nitrification. In the soil, various microorganisms are available in plenty of number. In the same way, whatever the amount of ammonia released into the soil, that ammonia is converted into nitrate is called as nitrification. So one of the bacteria which add oxygen to nitrogen in two steps. Bacteria take in NH3 or NH4 plus and make NO2 minus. That is called nitrite. Example is Nitrosomonas. In the step 2, another bacteria take the nitrite and it converts into nitrate. So ultimately the ammonia is converted into nitrate form. So such reaction is called as nitrification. Few nitrifying bacteria are helps in this process. The two important nitrifying bacteria are called as Nitrosomonas, another one is Nitrobacter. So next one is the last step of the nitrogen cycle is denitrification. Denitrification is normally it eliminates or removal of nitrogen from the soil by breaking nitrogen and it removes and converts into gaseous form. So that's why the nitrate is converted into nitrogen. One of the bacteria present in the soil, which is called as denitrifying bacteria, which removes a limiting nutrient from the environment and converts it back to atmospheric nitrogen. So after death and decaying of the organisms, ammonia is converted into nitrite and nitrate. From this nitrate, nitrogen is again sent back to original place, that is nothing but atmosphere, by denitrifying bacteria. Example is Thiobacillus denitrificans is one of the bacteria which is nothing but it is one kind of harmful bacteria. When nitrogen amount uh, loss from the soil, it leads to infertile. So the fertile soil is converted to infertile, means nitrogen amount is decreased gradually. Without any nitrogen atom, without any nitrogen nutrient, a plant able to grow or it may not sustain sustainable growth. So this is the overall schematic representation of the nitrogen cycle. So this is the nitrogen fixing plant. So because rhizobium is present in the root nodule of the legume plants, so when rhizobium enter into the root nodule, it starts the biological nitrogen fixation process. In this way, the atmospheric nitrogen moves into soil by the root nodules, which containing nitrogen fixing bacteria. Then it will be converted into nitrates or ammonia. So plant made protein, this amount of nitrogen is assimilated by the plant. Plant made different type of proteins. This plant eaten by the animals, animal protein. After death and decaying of the animal or plant, and moreover excreta of the animals also containing nitrogen atom, that is nothing but a urea, ammonia, and uric acid. So these are the three types of excreta material uh, discharged from the various animals. So by the decomposition of these animals, plants, and microorganisms by bacteria and fungi, which releases ammonia. That ammonia converted into nitrates by nitrifying bacteria. Then one of the bacteria act as a denitrification bacteria. This denitrification bacteria release the nitrogen and send back to the atmosphere. So this nitrogen in the air, which is fixed by the lightning strikes, or biological method. So 80-90% of the nitrogen fixed in the soil and which is ultimately transferred into the plants and animals by biological process. So these biological organisms, that is called prokaryotes, cyanobacteria and bacteria members, are indirectly helps in the growth and development of the plant by continuously supplying the nitrogen atom in the form of nitrates or ammonium. So sometimes the excess amount of the nitrogen is also leads to harmful activity. So for example, where usage of the fertilizers is day by day increase, uh, extra nitrogen fertilizers can run off where it contaminates or infiltrates into groundwater. In drinking water, excess nitrogen can lead to cancer in humans and respiratory distress in infants. So when the content of the nitrogen is increases gradually in the soil or aquatic system, it leads to damage, ecological damage. So that's why the optimum level of nitrogen is enough for the growth and development of plants. So in case of aquatic systems, the excess amount of nitrogen lead to nutrient over-enrichment. This leads to fishes kill, harmful algal blooms are increased, and specific shifts in aquatic and land ecosystem. That means the migration of the um, animals from one aquatic system to other aquatic system or one aquatic to other aquatic system. So that's why whatever amount is needed, the nitrogen fixed in the soils and ultimately it helps in the growth and development process. So these are the different steps of the nitrogen cycle we are discussed in this class. In the next class, we discussed about the mechanism of nitrogen fixation, the biological fixation, nitrogen fixation and its mechanism, and the role of enzyme also. So which enzyme play an important role in the biological fixation, that is dinitrogenase. Dinitrogenase, which is available in only few prokaryotes like cyanobacteria and bacteria. So that's you remember this point. In the next class, we discussed with another topic. Thank you, one and all.